Hey guys, the Bot Builder's back and welcome to the round of 16 of the World Championships. Yes, that is right. Last episode we wrapped up the round of 32 and we saw many more great machines progress, including the US champions Whiplash, who took out the German Robot Wars champions Black Hole in very quick succession. But now only 16 robots remain, and by the end of this episode we'll only have 8. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it and let's see how the fight card looks. So the main event for this episode is going to be a rematch, as Apollo flying the flag of Wales will be taking on Diot. Will the Irish eyes be smiling after this flipping fantastic fight? Killer Queen from Japan will be taking on the Kiwi Killer of Endgame. Should be a very interesting clash. That should be. Speaking of countries from Oceania, we have Death Roll from Australia taking on the very impressive Axbot Tubekal. And we have the reigning world champions Gravity taking on Cheese 2 from France. The Brazilian drum spinner Minotaur will be taking on Nexus from Northern Ireland. As Bolt from Jamaica will be taking on the US champions Whiplash. We will also have a clash of two European machines, as GP from Monaco will be taking on Head-On Collision from Sweden. But first, it's going to be a British brawl, as PP3D from Scotland will be taking on Rapid, the reigning champions from England. From Scotland, PP3D. From England, Rapid. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZ, it's going to be a barnyard, as we have Matilda, the Triceratops, and Rhino, the Rhinoceros. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate! Oh yes, the round of 16's off and underway between Rapid and PP3D. This should be a very good battle here already, and Rapid, the reigning champions, obviously still favoured to win the World Championships. They got through after beating Red Bull in a very close flipper fight, and I feel this is going to be a tough fight for them here as well. Against PP3D from Scotland, they didn't really have to, well, they barely had to lift a finger off it. They barely had to lift a finger to take down Zeus. Let's be honest. Oh, but Rapid very nearly getting PP3D up and out the arena just then. PP3D, they haven't really gotten that spinning blade into play to try and cause damage right here, but now they're trying to cause some more damage to Rapid. But Rapid throwing PP3D up and over. This is already a very good battle, I think, between these two machines. Obviously, they're both from Britain, Scotland, and England. They do have a bit of a rivalry, despite being so near. And this rivalry, is the first fight of this episode, isn't it? And Rapid now chasing PP3D. As I've said, they are a very, very quick machine. Rapid now flipping up PP3D, and they've flipped them up and over, and Rhino coming with a great slam right there. PP3D still revving up that spinning blade, but Rapid still chasing them down and throwing them up and over again, and again. And again, PP3D, they are really struggling here to deal with Rapid. Rapid throwing them up into the air once again. And, they seem to be going into Rhino's corner more than anything else. PP3D being rammed yet again. This is a very good clash right here at the minute. Rapid now getting in underneath PP3D once again and throwing them. And now after this, whoever wins will go into the grand finals, which will be next week. PP3D once again being flipped around right here, but they're still revving up that spinning blade. But here's the thing, Rapid aren't really giving them a chance to get it up to spinning speed. They're just getting in underneath them and throwing them like that. That was a very strong flip right there, and Rhino coming with another good slam right there. Rapid flip, throwing Rhino up and over, and Rhino on their side. That was a great attack from Rapid. That was a great attack, and they flip PP3D out the arena. And sorry Robot Combat Models, but there goes Scotland's hopes, and the winner is Rapid from England. Cease. Well, that was a very impressive way to start off the round of 16. A very good tussle as well. PP3D, they looked strong, but they weren't strong enough, as Rapid eventually caught them with the flipper and sent them out. The reigning champs, they look strong. From Monaco, GP. From Sweden, Head-On Collision. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, well, let's keep up the barnyard theme, as we have Matilda. And this time, instead of a rhinoceros, let's chuck a dog in instead. It's Growler. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Sorry about that, bit of a delay, but this should be a very interesting battle here between, well, two brand new machines, really. I mean, they made their debut, and already GP flipped themselves up and over, and you know what? I like GP's flipper. I'm not a huge fan of anything else, though. It seems to lack control. Head-On Collision, though, is a machine I like a lot. From Sweden, nimble, quick. It could be what it takes to win this, I reckon, you know. It's low to the ground, it's fast, could be a dark horse, I think. And, oh, look at that! Oh, that was a great slam from Head-On Collision. One of the wheels of GP has came away. And GP they got one wheel. They've got one wheel right there. And that was a decent flip, but they flipped themselves up and over. And Head-On Collision, well, maybe they got what they needed to take down GP. Oh, narrowly avoiding the pit. They're narrowly avoiding the pit. They do have one wheel left. Oh my god, GP. They have power, but they lack control. That seems to be their issue right here. And Head-On Collision, I think they're going to try and give them the coup de grace. Yes. Yes, they do. Even though it lacks control and has one wheel, the flipper's still strong, so you have to dispose of it quickly, and they did. And GP are down the pit. Cease. Well, that was a very quick and easy performance for Head-On Collision. They came with a good ram onto GP. Their wheel came off, and from then on, it was pretty much smooth sailing for the Swedish parallelogram of doom. From Jamaica, Bolt. From the United States of America, Whiplash. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, we have the Bitey Boys. And they certainly do love an international feast. It's Growler and Virus. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. Oh, this should be a very interesting battle here. I thought Bolt were quite impressive in their first round, but I mean, Whiplash, they are no Cerberus. I mean, they are a tough machine. Seeded 3 for Series 2. US champions. They are the US champions. Champion of champions as well. I forgot to mention in the first episode. They're one of the most successful machines, and they have yet to lose a battle in Robot Wars Omega. Although Bolt would like to say something about that, won't they? I reckon. Oh, but Whiplash coming with a good uppercut then, and trying to cause some damage to the blade. It's such a well-made machine. Whiplash is. Growler kind of a great slam right there and onto Bolt, and now Whiplash lifting up Bolt, and Bolt, they seem to be stuck up against the arena wall. And I'm not sure if there's a way back down from there. Whiplash trying to rev up that spinning blade. Bolt. No, Whiplash, they're not the most popular machine, but whether you like it or not, you still have to give credit to its great driving skill and great design and just great driving. But Bolt is no bad driver either. The drivers of Bolt, they're a very controlled top hinge. But Whiplash certainly causing damage in that front blade, and well, this has been a plucky first performance by Bolt, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough to take down this beast of a machine, Whiplash. And Whiplash trying to cause some more damage. Bolt, they do get back down. There we go, they are back down. Another big uppercut from that spinning blade. They seemingly ramped up the power 6 maximum overdrive, haven't they? They're getting loads of great uppercuts, aren't they? Bolt, though, now coming back with a good push, trying to push Whiplash back. Whiplash, though, still revving up that spinning blade, and another big hit right there. The blade may be small, but it sure is deadly. And now Virus coming in, bringing down the grabbing arms in onto Bolt. Bolt, seemingly in a bit of trouble right here. They do self-right using their front hinge flipper, and now they do come. That was a good attack, wasn't it? Whiplash being flipped up and over, and now they're going to come with another good flip, and Whiplash being flipped up and over, but they can use the lifting arm to get back down from situations like that. I'm impressed by the spinner though, and well, Bolt, they have put up a valiant effort, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to take down Whiplash. And Whiplash, another great uppercut then. Another good uppercut, and again, and now Growler comes coming in with his pushing power as well. And Whiplash lifting Bolt up. They're lifting Bolt up. Bolt, they are trying to get back down, but they are struggling. Whiplash bringing in that spinning weapon. And are they going to try and finish off Bolt? And yes, they do! They come with the vertical spinner, and they send them out the arena. Cease. Oh, that's a shame to see Bolt go. They were an impressive machine, but they weren't impressive enough to take down the US champs, the champion of champions, Whiplash, and the unbeaten streak still continues. From Brazil, Minotaur. From Northern Ireland, Nexus. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, look, are you expecting me to make another drunk joke? Come on, I've already overused that joke at this point. It's Virus and Matilda. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Oh, so we have an answer now. We have a fight between two robots who are absolutely hated. Nexus, who are hated because they win all the time, and Minotaur, who are hated for reasons I won't get into here. That'll probably save for like a 5-minute video in the future. And Nexus already coming in with some big hits right there onto Minotaur, but Minotaur coming in with a big hit with that drum right there, and sending Nexus flying upwards just then. Nexus self-riding over the drum of Minotaur, so this is a Northern Ireland, Brazil crash and clash, and Nexus now, oh, Minotaur knocking Nexus up and over, and a good hit right there. Minotaur flipping themselves up and over. Just then, Nexus though, they are in trouble. They're struggling to self-right, Minotaur trying to come with that drum. Nexus though, flipping Minotaur up and again. Up, and away goes the Brazilian bull. Matilda trying to come to the rear. Flywheel. Oh, Minotaur, you went for a bit of a ride just then, didn't you? You went for a bit of a ride, and now they're coming with that spinning drum once again and onto Nexus, and again. Another big hit, and Nexus. Oh, they very nearly went down the pit just then. That was very scary. Minotaur now they're going to come with a big hit with that drum once again, and again. Oh, and again. This drum certainly does have some power behind it. I mean, we saw them trash Supernova in the first round, pushing them through the wall pretty much. And, well, they are kind of doing the same here to Nexus, who really are struggling to, well, deal with this machine. Minotaur, they are brand new to Robots Omega, and Nexus still staying in. For a second there, oh, jeez, that was a jump and a half, wasn't it? That was a jump and a half. Minotaur, they do look very impressive. But then again, Nexus have been coming in with many big flips, and oh, a big hit from that drum just then. Virus coming with a good grapple in onto Nexus. They beat Yin and Yang 2 in the first round. Very impressively, I might remind you, eliminating both of them via big flips, and Nexus being hit again by that spinning drum. Virus picking Nexus up. Nexus though coming with a great flip and very nearly getting Minotaur out of there. That was a very strong flip, that was. And again, another flip, and again, and oh, another big hit from the drum, and again. This is an incredibly good fight at the minute. Probably one of the fights in the tournaments, I think, and between two really hating machines. Whether you like these machines or you hate them, you got to admit, this is a good fight between both of them. And maybe they can gain their fans back. No. And Minotaur trying to come with another good hit right there in onto Nexus. And again, Nexus though coming with some good flips and very nearly getting Minotaur out of the arena just then. Minotaur though, coming in with another big hit with that drum. And oh, Nexus trying to come with another good hit right there. And oh, another big hit. This is a really good battle. I mean, we've had many good fights before, and I think this is up there. This is incredibly close between both machines. Nexus throwing Minotaur up and over, and another good flip. Cease. But it does go to the judges. And, well, they're going to have a tough time marking a battle like this. And the judges have made their decision. You know the criteria: damage, control, and aggression. And my god, this is going to be very close. But for damage, they've given it to Minotaur. For control, they've given it to Nexus. So it all comes down to the all-important aggression, and this is where it could go either way. And I feel this fight is going to be controversial, but hey, even judges make mistakes sometimes. But the judges believe that the robot who won on aggression is Minotaur! So Minotaur will be flying the flag for Brazil in the grand final. Nexus, oh, sorry, vote Saxon07. Say, if you got your shoe, you might want to throw it at Nexus right now. But Minotaur, very impressive. They go through to the grand final. From the Netherlands, Gravity. From France, Cheese 2. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, we have our pets of the arena. It's Growler and Rhino. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. No. Activate. Oh, what a battle this should be. I mean, Cheese 2, perhaps a bit lucky to get here and get through on a very close, perhaps controversial judge's decision against Crustacean. I don't know how people have reacted to it, because this video isn't out by the time I've recorded it. And, oh, Gravity coming with a good flip right down to Cheese 2, and again, but Cheese 2 coming, bringing down with the wedge. This is the thing with Cheese 2. It may not have the most damaging weaponry, but it has a stream mech and it has a low wedge. It is not a bad design by any means, but Gravity throwing Cheese swapping over, and here's the thing with Gravity is that they also have a low wedge, but they have an explosive flipper to, well, take advantage of Cheese 2, and they're throwing them about. Cheese 2, though, they do get back down, and oh, Gravity coming with a good flip, throwing the French cheese around, and they flip them out the arena again! In the exact same position, they flip Lucky out, no less. Wow, Gravity dealing with these robots very quickly, it seems, and they flipped over Growler. Oh, Gravity, you bad boy. Gravity up to its usual cheeky tricks. Rhino's down the pit. Growler's on its back. And Gravity gets another Uta. Cease. Well, Cheese 2 didn't last very long, did it? Gravity caught them with the flipper and then flipped them out. Very impressive stuff. And well, the reigning world champions are still in. From Australia, Death Roll. From Morocco, Toubkal. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, well, I mean, they're quite an internationally recognised pairing, up there with the likes of Anton Deck, Pedantella, and Donald Trump and dumb tweets. It's Rhino and Virus. Sorry, Trump supporters. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Now, Death Roll easily has to start with the favourites here, but Toubkal. Oh. Cease. Well, I mean, it wasn't as quick as Mach 5 versus Seraphim. Death Roll wins. From Japan, Killer Queen. From New Zealand, Endgame. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, well, they're back after doing bug rule in that last fight. It's Rhino and Virus. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Let's hope this fight is going to be quicker than the last one, eh? Well, Endgame already going after sheer heart attack. Killer Queen, though, trying to get in underneath Endgame. And they do, and flipping them up and over. That was a good attack from Endgame just then. Endgame, no, they are revving up that spinning blade and now trying to cause some good damage to the side of Killer Queen. Oh, Killer Queen's gone! Killer Queen is gone! Oh, that was a good attack. Oh, no, not another quick fight. The arena side was being a prat at the minute. Not another quick fight. I think Endgame's going to deal with sheer heart attack as well while they're at it. I mean, you've already won, so you might as well. Oh, no. Cease. Oh, that was overall in a trice, wasn't it? Killer Queen. Oh, they didn't even get in a good... They got in one flip, but then Endgame turned around and chucked them out. Oh, Endgame, they look very impressive. They look very strong. They go through to the grand final. From Wales, Apollo. From Ireland, Diot. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, well, perhaps they're hoping to do something this time. It's Rhino and Virus. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Well, those last two fights were incredibly quick, so let's hope this one could be a bit longer. Well, it's pretty much already surpassed both times of those fights combined, hasn't it? But already, Diot all getting in underneath Apollo. This is the main event, and for good reasons. Both these machines, it's a rematch from Series 10, when Apollo beat Diot. They're also both Rope Wars legends. They're both incredibly powerful flippers as well. Diot, though, getting in underneath Apollo, and currently Apollo are the ones who are struggling, and this will be a surprise if Diot were the ones to beat Apollo. They are struggling, being flipped up and over, but they do self right. And now they got some good flips of their own, in onto Diot being flipped up and over, and again, Diot trying to self right. They are struggling, but they do so. They do self right. They got very unlucky in the account of Mayhem, I feel. Losing out to Subatomic after they self-righted themselves and got stuck on the wall. Apollo now being slammed by Rhino just then. Apollo, they are grand finalists of Series 1. Diot heavily improved, probably one of the most improved machines. They are an incredibly good machine. We just haven't never really seen it live up to its full potential. But in this main event, we certainly are seeing it getting many great flips in onto Apollo. Apollo being chucked about at the minute, it seems. And Apollo being flipped up and over. Apollo, they're the only robot apart from Rapid, who is from Britain, left. So, I mean, maybe we could get 2, but at this rate, I don't think so. They haven't gotten in many flips. They have gotten in a few, and they were impressive flips, but that will not be enough to swing a judge's decision, I don't think, against the onslaught of flips Diot has been getting in. And another good flip from Diot. And I feel the thing with Diot is I think they're lower. I think they're lower than Apollo. And Virus now coming with a great grapple in onto Apollo. And Diot now coming with a good flip onto Virus. Flipping them up and over. Apollo trying to flip Virus up and over. Oh, they very nearly went down the pit just then. Diot trying to come back with many more good flips. And another good flip that was. And Rhino coming with a good ram back there. This is a very good battle here. And now Apollo coming in with some good flips. And Apollo seem to be the ones who are trying to turn this around. Diot, although they do self-right, they do indeed. And that was a huge flip just then. And again, Oh, this is a very good flipper fight. And Apollo very nearly went out the arena just then. And again, Diot, this is the kind of stuff we expected to see from Diot. And another great flip. Oh, and look at Apollo. Apollo seemingly stuck on Virus. They're seemingly stuck on Virus. Can they get back down? I wonder, Diot trying to flip Apollo up and over again. Oh, this is going to be a tough fight. But it is going to go to the judges. Cease. And it does go to the judges. And honestly, I don't think they're going to have a tough time deciding this one. The judges have made their decision. And it's a unanimous decision. They believe that the robot who deserves to go through to the World Championship Grand Finals is Diot from Ireland. Yes, well done to them, Diot. That was a great main event. They finally get revenge, taking out the fellow big flipper in Apollo, throwing them all over the arena floor. They felt they were the more controlled, the more aggressive, and hell, even the more damage due to, well, getting Apollo's flipper stuck at some point. Well done to Diot. They fill in the final place in the grand final. So with that being said, we now have 8 machines left in the World Championship, the grand finalists. Let's see who they are. First of all, we have the reigning champions of Road Wars Omega, Rapid from England. They were very impressive thus far. They've been very impressive, eliminating PP3D, chucking them out the arena. Underdogs head-on collision from Sweden have been a very impressive newcomer, slamming GP all over the arena floor. Whiplash has certainly lived up to their expectations. The US champions look strong after absolutely trashing Bolt. Minotaur from Brazil looked very impressive after beating Nexus on a very good, close back and forth judges' decision. The reigning world champions Gravity from the Netherlands looked strong after they flipped out Cheese 2 in very quick succession. Death Roll from Australia looked very impressive, taking out Tube Cal in one of the quickest fights we've ever seen. And talking about quick eliminations, Endgame's KO on Killer Queen. And Diot from Ireland taking out Apollo in a very good flipper tussle and finally getting revenge on the Welsh Warriors. And we'll be seeing these 8 machines fight it out to see who will become the reigning world champions. Will Gravity regain their title, or will we have a new world champion? Find out next time on Robot Wars Omega, the World Championships.